My name is Orrin, and I'm a college student. Me and my class fellow friend Alex's house is just a short distance away, a little less than a kilometer. I'm in the 10th grade and I have a math class in the morning. I asked my friend for a short notice. My friend said, "I will study at 2 o'clock in the night, and at 9 o'clock you can take me. It will benefit me as well as you because there is a mathematics paper in the morning." It's 9 o'clock now. I left my house at 8:55. At first I thought I would walk to my friend Alex's house. Then I went on my father's bicycle, carrying a torch so that he would notice, and I would also remember something from those notices. It was nighttime, the first time I'd ever been to Alex's house, going for the first time. Alex was home in 8 minutes. It was quite cold. My friend was alone in the room. He said to me, "Sit down with me for a while. I will tell you something very important about these notes. What will be the question?" He began to tell everything. He left the house 20 minutes later. At first I was very afraid. Then at the same time, the torch fell from my hand. The torch broke as it fell down. She couldn't see me in the dark. Then it was the big road. The cars passed. By their light, I saw my torch. I started to look at the torch, but the torch was very much broken. I was alone in the dark. Then a car appeared to me from the other road. It was at a very slow speed. I thought, this car will go ahead in just 20 seconds. But she was not going to go ahead. I stopped, then looked back at the car behind me. Then I walked back to the car. I thought to myself, what's this? What's wrong with this car? Then I started riding my bicycle fast. Then the car also started running at high speed, came in front of me, and stopped in the center of the road, and the car also turned off the light. Then I slowed my bicycle and thought, there will be a big man. Now get out of the car, maybe ask for the way. But no one got out of the car. I approached the car and braked my bike near the glass of the car. There was no one in the front seat of the car. I looked in the back seat of the car, but there was no one behind me. I looked around the car but couldn't see anything. Then I saw that the steering of the car started to turn on its own, and the car went a little ahead, then went ahead and stopped again for a while. I began to shout, "Is there anyone in the car?" But there was no answer. Surprisingly, when I went near the car again, I saw that the front glasses of the car were closed. I looked back at the car when the windows were closed. Maybe there's someone in the car, but I looked through the car window. No one was still in the car, but there was no sound from inside the car. Then I opened the car door. I sat inside the car, closed the car, and took out the car key and thought, who will own it, and how does this car run on its own? All this while, I was thinking that I had hit the seatbelt on my own, and the key came out of my hand. I was surprised to see this. What is happening? Along with me? But then the car started to move. I grabbed the steering wheel, stepped on the brake, but the car didn't stop. Then I opened my seatbelt with the help of my hands. Then I grabbed the car's steering, and there was a truck ahead of me. I hit it from behind the car, but now I feel like the steering is now running with my own hand. I was about 6 miles from home. I don't know how to drive a car at all, just the steering. I kept turning around like I play games on my mobile. The car's brakes also started to work. I pulled over, and the car stopped. I quickly got out of the car. I took a lift from a biker. He also gave me a lift for this reason. He thought, maybe this is a rich man, his car is bad, maybe he has to reach somewhere quickly. On the way, the motorcyclist said to me, "Sir, is the car damaged?" I was just afraid to say yes. Then when I was shown my bicycle, I said to the motorist, "That's it. I have to get off here." I quickly got off the bike, rode my bike, and was home 4 minutes later. Now I was very scared. My body was getting cold from the cold. The time was 10:50. I didn't read it again that night. When I woke up in the morning, I remembered my paper today. I did not remember anything from the notice, but the night thing was still scaring me. When I was going to give the paper, just 30 minutes before I read these notices, I just missed a few things. When the paper came in front of me, I was surprised. The paper was quite easy. I wrote the whole thing immediately. On the way back, my friend Alex, who was also with me, asked, "How was your paper?" I said, "I've done it all." Then he thought to himself, "Will you tell your friend about the night or not? Sometimes you think, sometimes you don't believe." Then I thought, come on, if he does not believe me, I will show him the car 6 kilometers away from my house. That car will be on the road. I said to my friend, "When I took that note from you, this story happened to me." Then my friend said, "Oh, crazy. I think you didn't read the night notes. You must have seen a horror movie." I said to my friend, "I know, you will not believe me. So I will show you the same car. Come with me." On the rickshaw, we sat on the rickshaw. When we came to the same place, I said to my friend Alex, "Tonight, I stopped the car I remember very well. Man, how can this be?" Then I lied to my friend Alex. When I got home, I was very worried. The car stopped at night, but there were no signs of a tire. Then at home, I started to look at my torch. The torch was broken. Now I was sure that I was not a liar. I remember the torch thing. This happened to me. How can I ignore such a big event? This is my event. As of June 10th, 2014. My name is Magnus. I'm a truck driver. It's my work transporting goods from one place to another. I load the goods one night. My goods are loaded at 9 o'clock at night. Then I have to deliver the goods to the market. This is my only trip this week. I have to reach the market at 5 in the morning. Otherwise, all the goods will be spoiled. That's why I drove my truck at high speed, because this journey is 200 kilometers. I was doing my driving like before, but I was also getting enough sleep that night because I had not finished my sleep for the first 3 days. Now, it's 2 o'clock at night. I was walking on such a road where there was no light far away, the dense forest. This road was not a big highway road. This road is a single road that leads only to the market. Only market traffic passes through this road. It was dark at night, and I didn't have a calendar with me. I suddenly looked at the center of the road. 2 children are seated. I was surprised. Where did the children come from in the forest so late? That too at 2 p.m. I braked the truck. Then I began to honk that the children would get off the road. But the children were not even listening to the sound of the horn. I sounded the horn again. While doing so, I again got down from the truck. As soon as I took the first step on the ground, my truck stopped at the same time. The lights also turned off. I sat on the truck again. Turn on the light. As I'm putting my foot on the truck, one of my feet was on the truck. Just now, on a road, my other foot felt like something had caught up with the bottom. I was even more afraid, although my heart was already beating. But then I quickly got into the truck, started the truck, but now there was a child sitting on the road. A child disappeared somewhere. I play the horn again. Maybe this lonely child hears the horn, but the child was busy in his game, as if he was rubbing something on the road. Now, I can't even get out of the car. In 5 minutes, there will be another traffic waiting. Maybe the child will wake up from their fear. I see another truck comes. He had loaded the goods of the market like me. He stops the truck by coming with me. The trucker knew me. He said to me, "Brother, what's the problem? I was just going to say, you don't see the child sitting on the road ahead? I was thinking all this in my heart. I see he is no longer on the road. I'll tell that truck I was asleep." So I stopped here. I didn't say anything about this child, but I was wondering in my heart how the child disappeared. Then I slowly walked my truck under the truck, but I was still very much afraid that I would not see the children again. When the goods were being unloaded from my truck at the market in the morning, I said to the truck driver that night, "When you stopped near my truck, did you see anything on the road?" He said, "Yes, your truck." I said, "Is there anything else in front of my truck?" The driver said he didn't see anything. Then I tell the driver, "By the way, I was getting enough sleep at night, but I did not stop here because of sleep. I saw 2 small children in the middle of the road, so I stopped. I honked my truck's coffee horn, but the boys didn't move from the road. Then when I got down from the truck, my truck stopped on its own. Then when I started to sit on the truck, something grabbed my feet from below. I'm still afraid. Think of all this, and then thank you. Your truck came, otherwise I would have stayed there the whole night." Then the driver said to me, 5 years ago, there was an accident here. 2 younger brothers left this world, but I have heard this from some other driver. Those children are still seen at night, so those who know about it, even if they see something, no one stops." I asked the driver, "Did you ever see that kid?" The driver never saw me. At first I thought it was a dream of mine because I was asleep at the time, so I thought, let's ask the driver. But it was not a dream of mine, it was a reality. I told this to many drivers, but every time I pass this place, I speed up my truck 4 times so that I can pass this place quickly. Otherwise, I'm afraid. My brother is working abroad. My brother's name is Jack. One day when my brother returns home after 3 years, we all tell a strange story to the family. He said, "The rest of my years were good abroad. But one day in these 3 years of mine, there came a day when I became overly worried and depressed. Actually, this is the role of the company in which we work. The amount of work that will be given to the company, finish it in the day. Otherwise, the company factory closes at 6 p.m. I have been working in this company for a month. As I told you about the company, as much as the work is given to the servant, it should be finished before 6 p.m. Not even 1 minute above 6. Otherwise, all the doors of the company would have been closed. I still remember that day of September 7th, 2020. I had a high fever that day. At first, I didn't even want to go to work, but my friend who worked in another company told me, "Take medicine. Don't leave work today." You know, are there any days in this country? Don't make this a habit here. I agreed with my friend. We walked out of the hotel. It's my company, my company. When I started working, my health deteriorated. I started going to the washroom again and again, but my health did not improve. But I continued to work. At first, I would pack 10 suits in 5 minutes, but now I wasn't packing more than 6 suits. The faster I worked, the worse I got. Finally, it was evening. At 6 o'clock, all the people began to leave the company. I thought, I'm leaving now, but I couldn't leave this company. I was new at the time and had never worked. Just knew that the gym closes after 6 o'clock. Didn't know that the doors of the company would be closed at the same time when all the people go out. I didn't know that yet. People were leaving the company. After 20 minutes, I was done. I saw it when I left the company. The doors are locked from the outside. Now I'm stuck in the big hole. I shouted loudly, but no one answered. I looked inside, but there was no one there like me. Where we worked, there was only light, and there was no light at any place. Then I sat down where I was working, thinking if I had a mobile, I would call someone. But this company had another role. When all the workers entered the company, the mobile had to be deposited outside. My phone was also out. I thought, what will happen now? I was also hungry now because when the company leaves in the evening, they eat outside at the hotel. Only lunch is provided by the company. Morning breakfast and evening bread we would eat from our own pocket. Then after some time, the light went out of the company because the timer was outside. See, as soon as the company closes, the light will automatically turn off after 1 hour. I could no longer see the darkness inside. I was afraid. In the morning, I would not be accused of being a thief. First, I had a cold. Now it's happened to me. I was much more worried. I wasn't worried, but I went back to sleep. I didn't sleep the whole night with the sounds outside the company. Then a strange thing happened. I saw the clothes lying inside the company burning. Strange sounds were heard. Sometimes I think there are bad shadows in this company. Sometimes there are other ideas. Then I heard the phone ringing in the middle of the night inside the company. I started looking for the mobile. Don't show me the mobile. By the time I reached for my phone, the call had been disconnected. I thought the caller might call again, but he didn't. Then at the same time, I heard a sound from the company's washroom, as if someone had opened the faucet. The water was falling. I went to the bathroom quietly. As soon as the sound of my foot entered the washroom, it stopped immediately. I see the bathroom door is locked from the inside. I would like to ask, who is? There was no response from inside. And then I was quiet. Now he started looking at the door of the washroom. Maybe someone will come out. Then I heard the sound of someone opening the door. I ran to the door, but there was no one there. Then what? Then I ran to the washroom, and when I got there, I saw that the door of the washroom was now open, but no one was inside. Looking at the washroom from inside, it seems as if someone has just gone out of the washroom. Then I silently walked around the whole warehouse. Maybe someone could see me, but no one could see me. Then I heard voices from within the earth, as if someone were walking under my feet. Then I set my ears on the earth. Still the sounds were clear to me, as if someone was inside the earth. Then I thought, where I am standing, there must be a room down here. I picked up an iron rod and started hitting the ground. Now I was convinced that there is a difference between the land here and the ripe land. In the rest of the place, when I hit the iron rod, there was a clear difference between the sound there and the sound here. I searched all night for a way downstairs, but I couldn't find any. Then I thought, maybe this is the way out of the closet. In the morning, the company arrived. I told him I'd be here tonight. I didn't tell Munshi anything about the room downstairs, otherwise he would have thought me crazy. Then in the morning, I told my servants what happened to me here last night. The friend said, "Don't tell anyone here. These are their secrets. They're going to think Now he knows that tomorrow someone else will accidentally find out. Then these people will throw you out of the company. So I kept my mouth shut. I am going to tell you all this story today, and I only told 3 of my friends about it